Nearly missed the vehicle, slid out of control. Stop! I'm releasing the dog!
Midday on April 10th, 2022, officers from the Glendale Police Department in Wisconsin received a call for help. The caller witnessed a female in a pink sweatshirt leaning into a freshly broken window of a vehicle that was in a parking lot of a shopping complex. When the officer arrives on the scene, they begin patrolling the area for suspicious activity. Before long, they find two males who were interacting with a green Hyundai. Upon the officer's arrival, the two males jumped into a Kia Optima that appears to have a total of 7 passengers. The officer also noticed that the Kia had a smashed window, indicating that the vehicle was likely stolen. The Kia then leaves the parking lot at a high rate of speed. This gives the officer enough probable cause to pursue the vehicle.
Wrong way on Silver Spring, approach report, I'm terminated. Frank Paul, 74838, out of Illinois. Wrong way on Silver Spring, continuing, bound in the east. I am not in pursuit, I'm just following, continuing west in the east. Coming up on heavy traffic, occupied about 5 times. They're continuing in the wrong lanes of traffic. There's heavy traffic coming. I'm only following, not in pursuit. West and the east. They got a flat tire. Back, left side and driver's side. Front is flat. They're continuing west in the east, not in pursuit. It's a Kia Illinois plates. They have now corrected back into lanes, correct lanes of travel.
At this point, the officer loses track of the vehicle. Luckily, officers got a call in from a witness that stated they saw a dark gray Kia traveling at high speeds in another location minutes later. This leads to officers locating the vehicle once again. They continue to pursue at speeds reported to be up to 100 miles per hour.
755 got that vehicle. It's eastbound on Mill from Sydney. I'll be in pursuit again. No traffic out here. Speeds are 70 and climbing. Already past the 2500 block eastbound on Mill. They have 2 flat tires on the driver's side. They're going wrong lanes into traffic again. There's no traffic though. They're coming up to 1 car on the mill that's going west. They're going east. They're approaching Green Bay. A red light on Green Bay. They're approaching. They're slowing down. They're going to be going south on Green Bay in the wrong lanes of traffic. I'm going to be terminating. They're coming up to heavy traffic. I'm at 4 with 50 in. 10-4, just following, not in pursuit. They're coming up to traffic. They're south on Green Bay, coming up to Bender in the wrong lanes of travel. All right, we are east on Bender. I'm back in pursuit. They're on the correct lanes of travel. East on Bender, approaching the Parkway. 2 flat tires. Frank Paul, 74838, out of Illinois. Wrong lanes of travel. We are continuing east. We're in the correct lanes of travel now. East on Bender, approaching Sunny Points. Their car is falling to pieces right now. They just lost their back tire and their back bumper. We are eastbound on Bender, passing Bittersweet. Speeds are 80. No traffic out here. Correct lanes of travel. Coming up to port. They're on rims right now, sliding. Coming up to a red light at Bender and Port. Nearly missed the vehicle, slid out of control.
Both officers decided to chase the suspects who ran off to the left. Here, you can see the other suspects stop running for a moment once they realize they are not yet being chased.
In pursuit, drivers, black male, red sweater, black pants, short afro. We are running behind the Ace, northbound. Police, stop! I'm releasing the dog! Driver, black male, red sweater.
The officers communicate and coordinate as to where the other suspects had run off to in hopes of capturing all 7.
750.
In pursuit. Landmark ready, unit. Landmark.
Get on the f***ing ground! Get on the f***ing ground! Get down! Get down!
Car, I have one.
Get down!
Okay, I'm down.
Camera 160. I believe 2 passengers ran from my location. I see a citizen pointing cell phone on my bell.
750. In pursuit. Landmark ready, unit. Stop running! Stop running! Stop running! Put your hands behind your back.
From my location, I see a citizen pointing cell phone on my bell. 794, I got 1 female in custody. The black male wearing a pink hooded sweatshirt just cut eastbound from mid-block. I'm lying down.
One second, I'm in the backyard. Let me get an address. Hands! Let me see your hands! Get on the fucking ground! You on the ground! Now! On your face! All 3! I got 3 behind an address. Get an address! All 3! Out! Let's go! No! Hands up! You crawl out on your knees. Let's go!
I can't, it's too small.
I don't care, you're small. Let's go! On the ground! Let's go. Come off from underneath there. On your face. Sprawled out.
East of the 5-point squad behind the...
Go to the block. Just north of the railroad tracks. And come east.
Crawl out this way, bud. You, crawl out over here.
One sec, let me get an exact address.
Stay there. Move over here.
You got them at gunpoint?
I got him.
We're behind the house on the northwest corner. No, I got 3 at gunpoint and 2 other officers with me. Behind the house. All 3. Hands out in front. Hands out in front. I'm not asking again. Let's go. All right. Currently, we got 1 gray t-shirt, black pants. 1 striped black and white with gray pants. 1 black shirt, light blue pants.
Okay. I got gun. You just scared me. Y'all shoot you.
Only if you got a gun. You got a gun? Well, then you ain't got nothing to fucking worry about, do you?
Do all of that.
Well, maybe you just ran. Almost hit another car.
According to court documents, all 7 passengers were eventually caught. Between the 7 suspects involved, 6 were charged with operating a vehicle without consent as a passenger. 6 of the suspects were charged with resisting an officer by running on foot, with the 7th not being charged as they stayed in the vehicle when it initially spun out. One of the passengers was charged with the possession of THC.
What started as a routine call about a suspicious vehicle quickly turned into one of the most dangerous pursuits officers can face. After responding to reports of a vehicle break-in, police located what appeared to be a stolen Kia carrying 7 occupants. The moment officers attempted to investigate, The driver chose to flee, putting countless innocent lives at risk. Throughout the chase, the suspects ignored traffic laws, drove the wrong way into oncoming traffic, ran multiple red lights, and reached speeds of nearly 100 miles per hour. Rather than escalating the danger, officers constantly communicated with dispatch, adjusted their tactics, and even backed off when traffic became too heavy. Their priority wasn't simply catching the suspects, it was protecting the public. That decision proved important when the fleeing Kia eventually lost control and spun out after nearly colliding with several vehicles. Instead of surrendering, the occupants scattered in different directions, forcing officers into a coordinated foot pursuit. Despite the confusion, officers maintained communication, surrounded the area, and methodically tracked down every suspect without anyone being seriously injured. Perhaps the most shocking part of this case is the age of those involved. Most of the suspects were juveniles, with one reportedly only 12 years old. It's a reminder of how stolen vehicle crimes can involve very young offenders who often fail to understand the life-threatening consequences of reckless decisions behind the wheel. Court records later showed that several suspects faced charges ranging from operating a vehicle without consent and resisting arrest to reckless endangerment and fleeing an officer. Some even re-offended shortly after this incident, highlighting the challenges law enforcement and the justice system face in preventing repeat offenses. This body cam footage demonstrates